the main thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I wanted to put Sing 2 on the show notes. It doesn't matter, though.
No. I've got something bigger to talk about.
Whoa.
Is the Halo TV series.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh.
So, you will have to VPN your way to get this, because as with everything seems to be, they keep launching it in America on these streaming services that the UK does not have yet. We have no idea when it's coming. Apparently Paramount Plus might be in the summer.
Well, Paramount Plus is supposed to be Q3 this year, but I think the Halo TV series, I think it's going to Sky. So I think it's like Sky Atlantic it's supposed to be ending up on.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Well, why can't they just release it at the same time?
Because dicks.
Yeah, there you go, dicks. Because it's just stupid.
Again, same problem with Peacemaker, because that came out last year in the States and it's only just hit streaming services over here.
Yeah. But at least the good thing about
I literally had to go to America to watch Peacemaker.
The good thing about Peacemaker is that you got it all in one go.
Yeah,
which was quite nice. Like, at least they're like, oh well, you've had to wait, but here it is in one go. You can
use that VPN trial perfectly.
Yeah. I didn't hate it. I know it's come under a bit of criticism for things. There are things to criticize about it, specifically the way it looks. It looks a bit weird when you compare it against stuff like The Expanse, or I think stuff like Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad has set a precedent for how shows should look now. If you want a cinematic feel, which something like Halo should have, it needs to feel cinematic. It does not need to feel like a CW DC show, which is kind of what it feels like. They've put a shitload of money into this, like the character designs, the costumes, the sets, and everything. Shitload of money. You know, Master Chief looks great. All the Spartans look great. All the supporting characters look really great. But then you've just got this weird filter kind of that just makes it look a bit like a YouTube project. And I don't know why they've gone for that look.
All the clips and screenshots I've seen, it reminds me of when Firefly came out, and I'm not talking about like the filter for it, like because the vaguely desert filter of what I've seen of it, but it's got that look of like a 2003 sci-fi show. That makes sense.
It's too clean.
It's too clean, not grubby enough.
Yeah.
It looks like Super Sentai or Power Rangers.
It should.
It does.
That's exactly what it looks like, and I've seen them all. Trust me.
It should have that Expanse sci-fi.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know why they've made it look like that, but on the plus side, I think a lot of the other CGI is really good. There's a few dodgy bits, but I think that the Covenant all look great. The Elites look great, and it is brutal as fuck. I never expected it to be like this, but this TV show does a better job of showing how brutal and awful the Elites and the Covenant are than the games ever did, in my opinion. Because in the games, you were obviously playing as Master Chief and you just blast your way through them.
They were nothing, were they?
Yeah. They were nothing, yeah. They're just cannon fodder. Whereas this show how massive they are. They tower above the humans and they just rip their way through the humans. There's a big, massive set piece at the beginning, which is really well done, and the Elites come and attack this base full of all these humans, and they just wipe them out. They just fuck them up, and there's head pops. They're getting stabbed by the energy swords.
Teabagging?
No teabagging
yet.
Yeah, but there's I didn't expect it to go that far. I've been told that it is quite full on, but it is really full on. Like, it shows the horrors of kind of what the Covenant are willing to do. They just don't give a shit. And also the Spartans, it does a really good, effective job of showing how awesome the Spartans are. Like, when they arrive, they're just kick ass, just like you are in the game.
They're really tall.
Oh yeah, they're massive.
Good.
Yeah. So they're all massive. So it does a good job of showing the Covenant, the Elites. It does a good job of showing the Spartans. It's its own thing. Don't expect to go into it thinking it's going to take any lore from Halo. It is taking characters, borrowing stuff, and making its own lore, which is fine. I have no problem with that. The voice in the trailers, when I heard his voice, I was like, ugh, don't like that.
It's the leprechaun from American Gods, isn't it? What's his name?
Pablo Schreiber.
Schreiber, yeah, that's the guy.
He's
good in American Gods.
Too hung up on the original voice for the game.
Yeah.
By Steve Downes, is it?
Yep.
Yep.
But do you know what? The more he talks, the more you get used to it. The more it's like it's not a thing. He sounds good. The more I think it was just in isolation in those trailers. It was like, oh, that's not Master Chief. I don't like that. But the more you actually watch the show, you listen to him talk. Fine, he sounds fine. And that's it, really. I was quite happy with it. Like, yeah, it has its issues. Some of the acting from some other people isn't great, but I'll carry on watching it to see where it goes. I'm going to spoil one thing. It happens in episode 1. It's been talked about. The helmet comes off.
Oh no!
In episode 1.
Got ginger hair?
No.
Hey.
No, but it does in American Gods. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, but your ginger hair's fake.
My ginger hair's fake.
It's weird. I think people may be getting a bit too hung up on it. I don't really like it. It's because I'm used to not seeing his face.
It just scares me like Sylvester Stallone in Dread.
Yeah, I think it can work without seeing his face. I think if they were going to do it, they shouldn't have done it in episode 1. But the reason they do it makes perfect sense. So narratively speaking, it makes sense to why he does it. But I did see this tweet, which I thought was really well. Like it said, he needed to do it, in my opinion. I'm not a Halo fan, so I'm obviously coming at it from a different place. But for this story to work in this format, I think he needs to be humanized a lot. I don't think it would have made it to episode 2 without that choice.
Wow.
So people who aren't fans of Halo think it's the right decision. And at the end of the day, they're not just catering for fans of Halo. They are catering for other people. They want other people to come and watch their big, huge new sci-fi show. So I think fans will maybe moan about it, but still return because it's Halo. People who aren't bothered about Halo don't give a shit. Oh, it's just a guy in a suit. He took his helmet off. Fine. So yeah, it looks rough in places, but it was enjoyable enough. You know, it's a 7 out of 10 show so far based on the pilot, but I'm happy enough to carry on, see where it goes.
Is it just the first episode you've seen, is it?
Yeah, it's the only one that's out. So.
Dude,
Are they doing a week by week, are they?
I've watched worse shows that's less than 7 out of 10 that have gone that way.
Yeah, I've watched worse.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, so yeah, looking forward to seeing where it goes.